Dave, FA Vars victory against Maghull this afternoon. Just give us your overall thoughts on that one.
I think obviously pleased to be in the next round. Performance-wise, I thought we were miles off it today. Really disappointed, especially first half. Thought we were slow, lethargic, didn't move the ball. Second half in possession was better, but sloppy mistakes again sort of left the door open for Maghull. Thought Maghull did well. I think, to be fair to them, they came with a game plan. They sort of frustrated us at times, and they've got some good players in attacking areas. So yeah, just a bit disappointed really with our performance. But at the end of the day, I thought the way we played Tuesday was excellent. Today, not so much. But obviously, we won both games, and we're in the hat.
8 changes to the starting 11 from Tuesday. Obviously, a debuting goal for Mitch Allen. Just talk us through the team selection today. I guess from your perspective, it was sort of to give those players that haven't had those starting minutes that opportunity this afternoon.
Exactly that. So we've got a really, really strong squad. I think depending on other fixtures going in, I think there's a couple of league fixtures potentially go back in that have been called off for cup games. Potentially the Phoenix Cup, I think by the end of October, including pre-season games, we're going to play 32 games by the end of October. So it's just a ridiculous amount of games. So we need to manage the load going through the players. We've got good enough quality and a big enough squad to be able to do that. The drop-off shouldn't have been great at all. Didn't look it today at times, but I think the players who've come in had an opportunity to force their way into the team for Monday. So it's just around assessing the load and trying to understand where people are at. I think like Bobby and Karma played a lot of minutes, had little niggles and knocks. Ruben again played pretty much every minute of every game. So yeah, the idea was to try and give lads an opportunity to get in the team and also to rest others and obviously be a little bit fresher for Monday.
And in terms of Mitch and Ben, who have come into the club over the last 24 hours, obviously Mitch, as was said in the club's release yesterday, to provide that cover and competition for Tom Stewart, and Ben has obviously come in to replace Effie Ambrose. Just tell me a bit about those two players and why you've brought them to Bury.
Yeah, so I think first and foremost, Mitch, I think obviously Tom had booked onto a course to try and get additional qualifications in his work sort of environment. Unfortunately, that means it's come with assessments being at weekends, so he misses a handful of games. That I didn't think it was right to maybe risk Sam Ashton, obviously 43-year-old goalkeeper coach. I'm sure he'll tell me he's good enough, better than both of them. But I think we need to make sure we're going into every game really confident in the team and the squad. It's no slight on Tom. He's trying to do something that's better for his family, for himself personally and his family. So Mitch is a fantastic goalkeeper. He found himself in a sort of peculiar situation with what happened with Cables sort of a few months ago. So it made sense for Mitch to come in. He'll get a handful of games. He'll put himself in the shop window and ultimately be, pushing for the number one spot with Tom.
And Ben?
Ben, again, it was sort of, the FA stuff sort of came probably around 10 days ago, maybe a little bit longer, around some of the challenges that he was facing. So we were working with FA, and obviously with the fixture congestion, he didn't want to leave us in the lurch by any stretch. A wonderful human being and fantastic man. And Ben, again, it's someone who we've watched an awful lot, so we sort of inquired about Ben and obviously put a 7-day approach in and then spoke to Ben and managed to sort out a deal. I think he will add a lot to the group. Really good on the ball, powerful defender, really tall, strong, quick. So again, it's just about making sure that we've got that competition for places across all positions.
And Alec Babian came in from the 23s this afternoon, got on the score sheet at the end. I guess that relationship between you and the under 23s players and management is crucial, sort of to use players in games like this going forward throughout the season.
Yeah, we've got a production line. I think Alec and a few other players played sort of at the back end of pre-season. Didn't look out of place whatsoever. We've had quite a few train with us at the back end of last season, and we're going to be doing it a little bit more. And Alec just showed he didn't look out of place there today whatsoever. Fantastic little footballer. Still got a lot to learn. There's still a lot of areas to develop, but the production line's there. There's 3 or 4 of them who could easily walk into this side. So we need to make sure we're keeping an eye on them, getting them into training and working with them. And ultimately, I don't care how old they are, if they're good enough, they're old enough.
And I guess sort of from the 23s perspective, if any of them were here watching today and they saw Alec on the pitch, I'm sure they've just got to sort of catch your eye, and it might be them in a few games' time?
100%. I think obviously I've had a raving report off from a few of them. I've seen a few of them. I've been down and watched a couple of the 23's games, and they're really impressive side as a whole, as a unit, and they've got some really good individuals. So the opportunity's there. Just keep performing, keep doing what you're doing, and we will notice you, and you will get your chance.
In terms of sort of injuries that we've spoken about over the last few weeks, likes of Jack Dunn, Morgan Thompson-Smith, and others that have missed out, can you just give us an update on their conditions and any sort of potential sort of return times?
Yeah, so I think we really want to get Jack in today to get him some minutes, but he's probably just come maybe a week too soon. So I'm hoping he's back in full contact training Thursday, with a view of maybe being available within the next 2 weeks. We don't want to push him too hard. Like I said, he's had a lengthy layoff, so the niggles he's had aren't related to his knee, but it's a sort of knock-on effect from that and not playing a lot of football for a long time. Morgan is still recovering from his injury. He's actually in Dubai at the moment. He sort of extended his holiday a little bit because of the injury. He's not ready to get back playing, so I think he's helping his girlfriend move into a house over there. So yeah, unfortunately, he was brilliant in pre-season, but we'll just have to monitor and see how they go.
And looking to Monday, obviously, another game here at Gigglade against Cheadle-Town. Just give us your overall thoughts ahead of that one, which is obviously going to come in quick succession off the back of today's game.
Yeah, so another tough game. I think they've been very good defensively this year, if you look at some of the results and performances. So we'll dust ourselves off today, obviously do a bit of a review of where we're up to squad-wise, and we'll pick the side accordingly for Monday.
Perfect. Cheers, Dave.
Thank you.